Hello everyone. This old headlight looks completely useless, but I'm going to restore it using something most people throw away: a piece of cardboard. This material looks ordinary, light, and easy to ignore. Yet it can help restore something far more valuable when you shape it the right way. Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm going to show you an unusual but practical way to reuse cardboard. And once you see what it can do to this old cloudy headlight, you may never toss it out so quickly again. Stay with me, because the result at the end is worth seeing. We start at the bench with a flat piece of cardboard. Set the blade on the surface. Trace around it, and mark the shape clearly. Once the outline is ready, take a pair of scissors and cut along the line carefully. Keep the edges close to the mark so the pieces stay even. We need several layers for this tool, so repeat the same cut until you have 7 or 8 matching pieces. After the pieces are cut, stack them together and check the alignment. Adjust the edges until the layers sit cleanly on top of one another. Then take super glue and begin bonding the cardboard pieces one by one. Press each layer down firmly as you build the stack. We are turning thin, flexible sheets into one thicker body, something rigid enough to spin under power. Once the stack is complete, place a small wood block on each side. Then clamp the whole assembly tightly in a vise. This pressure helps the layers bond evenly and keeps the shape flat while the glue stabilizes. Leave it there for a few minutes. The difference between loose cardboard and compressed layered cardboard is huge. Once bonded, it starts behaving more like a light composite wheel. When the glue has set, remove the piece from the vise and mark the center. Bring in a wood drill bit and drill a hole through the middle. Keep the bit straight so the hole stays centered. That centered hole is important because it determines how smoothly the tool will spin. I know a lot of you are experienced and creative, so leave your best tips in the comments and share the knowledge with everyone. After drilling, mount the cardboard piece onto the cutting machine. Tighten it properly, and make sure it sits secure. This is the moment where scrap material starts becoming a working tool. What looked like waste on the table is now ready to move like part of the machine. Before we touch the headlight, refine the tool itself. Switch on the machine and lightly bring sandpaper to the spinning cardboard edge. This rounds the outer shape and smooths the perimeter, helping it contact the lens more evenly. A sharp edge would dig in too aggressively, but a rounded edge spreads the pressure and gives better control. Once the shape feels balanced, stop the machine and move to the headlight. Squeeze toothpaste onto the surface and spread it across the headlight. Then take a brush and work it over the full lens. Don't rush this part. Cover every area and leave the layer in place for about 5 minutes. Toothpaste works here as a mild abrasive compound. It helps loosen the outer film and prepares the surface for the first cutting step. Once the waiting time is over, bring the machine back in, switch it on, and guide the spinning cardboard tool across the headlight surface. Keep your motion steady and controlled. Don't force it. Let the spinning edge do the work. The tool begins breaking through the yellowed outer layer, and that is where the first visible change starts. Move across the lens evenly, paying extra attention to the worst cloudy areas. After covering the full surface, stop and wipe the headlight clean with a cloth. Already, the yellow film starts dropping away. The lens still looks rough, but the old oxidized layer has been weakened and cut back. From here, we step into wet sanding. Apply toothpaste across the headlight again, just enough to lubricate the surface. Then take 1200 grit sandpaper and begin sanding the lens carefully. Keep water flowing over the area as you work. The water carries away residue, keeps the paper from clogging, and reduces heat buildup on the plastic. Sand evenly across the whole lens. Use a controlled hand and follow the shape of the surface. This stage is not about removing heavy damage anymore. It is about refining the roughness left behind by the cardboard cutting step and bringing the lens into a more uniform finish. As you continue, the texture changes. The surface becomes smoother under the paper, and the scratch pattern begins to level out. Rinse the headlight clean with water, wipe it dry, and stop for a look. The lens should appear more even than before. It may still look cloudy, but the color is cleaner, the surface is flatter, and the headlight is moving in the right direction. Next comes the finer sanding stage. Spray water over the headlight again and switch to 2000 grit sandpaper. This paper is smoother and gentler, so its job is to reduce the finer scratches left from the 1200 grit. Work steadily across the lens, keeping the surface wet the entire time. The motion should feel lighter here. You are not pushing hard. You are guiding the paper, letting the fine abrasive smooth the plastic layer as you move from side to side. The lens begins taking on a more consistent look. Rinse it off and wipe it clean. At this point, the surface already looks much better. The headlight is no longer heavily yellow, and the dull haze starts feeling more controlled instead of chaotic. Now, it's time to bring back the shine. Apply polishing compound over the headlight and spread it evenly. Make sure the full surface is coated. Instead of polishing by hand, bring the cardboard tool back in. This is where the build from the first part of the video pays off. Switch on the machine and move the spinning cardboard across the lens again. This time, using the polish as the working medium. The tool glides over the surface, spreading pressure evenly and helping the compound refine the final outer layer. Because the cardboard has a little give to it. It follows the curve of the headlight smoothly. It doesn't just buff one point. It works the whole surface in a broader, more forgiving way. Then stop the machine and wipe the headlight clean with a soft cloth. The yellow haze is gone. The lens has regained shine, and the difference is easy to see. That is a strong result from a method built around simple materials, steady steps, and a tool made from leftover cardboard. Stay with the channel. We'll keep turning everyday waste into useful workshop solutions you can actually build and use with your own hands.